And significantly, no goals yet between two teams that are accustomed to scoring goals. Waterhouse have had 18 already this season. Marshall. Big loss. Called back for a foul on Purcell.
I think that was a good foul, because the break was still on, even though Marshall's run forward was delayed.
You're right, George, because Laws would have been badly out of position as well.
Oh yes, he was behind the play.
Yeah. Wow. Chambers completely misjudges the flight of the cross inside, and Cavalier now putting the pressure on. Law saves the day for the moment. Purcell's effort cleared away by Finlayson. Pretty untidy football there in that run of play.
Oh my word, almost as if he was attacked by a swarm of mosquitoes. Don't know what he was fanning at. Nowhere near the ball. Very lucky that Thomas was alert in his station on the left of the defense.
That's right. A minute's added on for stoppages here at the half-time, and that whistle will go pretty soon. Let's see if there's time for a Waterhouse effort on goal. Williams, who has been pretty stifled, doesn't get the opportunity there in the box.
Yeah, their playmakers are not bringing them into play. Neither Colorado Murray nor Stephen Williams. Tremaine Stewart and Kenroy Howell have come deep to collect the ball, but I don't think they really have to. And not finding a way through this white wall, this defensive white wall that Cavalier have built.
Yeah, so O'Shane Nation, the referee, has seen enough for the first half. Keith Simpson, the Waterhouse captain, and Siobhan Marsh, the Cavalier captain, have been busy tonight and have seen a lot of the play. Simpson, in fact, fouled several times, and there's one man of several who have picked up yellow cards in the match so far. Nikolai Finlayson, Purcell another. But it's been that kind of fixture here where no team has been able to gain any tremendous ascendancy. And as a result, at halftime, no goals here between the championship leaders Waterhouse and Cavalier at the halftime break. Red Stripe Football Mondays on Sportsmax, the home of champions. Back in a moment.
One bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a podium a sing anthem. Red stripe, watch out. Man shall I better forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy now. Back down we run him all a plan boy. The Red stripe Premier League champion boy. Yeah yo.
Going somewhere?
We are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears. here at Jerusalem. Waterhouse and Cavalier locked in a 0-0 battle at the moment. It's been bruising in parts between these two teams because Cavalier have been the more attacking team on the night, and their defensive unit has been forced to make a couple of frenetic tackles and clearances down the defensive third. There's Nicholas Hamilton sending Marshall forward. Marshall's cross though not as good as it needed to be, but the play's still alive here for Cavalier. Hamilton's effort though blocked by the sliding defender Ricardo Thomas. Cavalier on the run once more. Hamilton goes wide to Irving, whose strike is deflected by Akeem Chambers. In goal for Waterhouse. Good strike there by Irving, the left full back for Cavalier. But the Waterhouse defenders and goalkeeper shutting them out. Tremaine Stewart with his long range effort, dragging wide. Had time and space there, was invited to strike. Badly mistimed the charge there by Akeem Chambers, but luckily for him, his left full back Ricardo Thomas is on the back post there to tidy things up. So after 45 minutes of this fixture, Waterhouse having more time on the ball, but they haven't looked that good. 53%. They've had just 2 attempts on goal. Cavalier 5 attempts on goal. 3 of those attempts by Cavalier have been on target. 14 fouls in the match so far. 3 yellow cards to the Cavalier men, just 1 for Waterhouse. Cavalier forcing 2 corners. No corners forced here by Waterhouse. So it's been a tight battle here between these two teams, Waterhouse and Cavalier. Waterhouse at the moment is leading the championship with 18 points. Cavalier are in 6th position and looking for a victory tonight that, if they get it, would take them to 4th spot. Vice chairman of the PLCA, the Premier League Clubs Association, Carvel Stewart, is with George Davis.
Thank you very much, Dan. So Carvel Stewart is with me. Carvel, we have, well, Sportsmax is back with the Red Stripe Premier League. The league has experienced some issues in recent weeks, let's call it that, where the broadcasting is concerned. But now that you're back on track, what do you expect to happen from here?
Well, first of all, on the matter of issues, we are trying to move the broadcast forward in terms of monetizing to earn money for the league, for the football. And so part of the delay had a lot to do with us trying to work that out with the various broadcasters. But now that we're back on Sportsmax, it looks good. Been watching it behind you on the monitor. The presentation is good, the production is good. So we're looking forward to another successful year of broadcast, and we're hoping to enhance the product as we go along.
Yeah, and that's the point I want to take you up on, enhancing the product. Because look, the RSPL and Sportsmax have had a relationship for some time now. Yeah. The relationship has been good. The product has looked good. It has resonance with the fans. Yeah. The next step is, how do the men and women at the boardroom level, you included, lift this thing up so that the clubs can benefit more from it? That's a key question.
Well, we've been working all pre-season. We sent out bids for the broadcast so that we could start realizing income earning potential for the broadcast. So now that we're where we are and we are with Sportsmax, we're going to work with that and around that to ensure that we can send it far and wide. As you know, we do have an app that we stream on, yes, and we're hoping to take it further afield so that the other people will buy into it. As you know, there are a lot of countries where, as you said, Jamaica, they respond. Jamaica resonates a lot of countries. Africa, for instance, Nigeria, Ghana, those places. So we'll be reaching out to those places as well. You know, we're already in the region with you, so we have to go much further afield and see how we can get more people hooked on RSPL.
And so I have to ask you that question from that statement. Is there a real appetite for this product, you believe, beyond the anecdotal and the fact that Jamaica has a certain resonance? Is there an appetite, even in the markets that we service as Sportsmax and beyond, a real appetite that can translate into dollars for this RSPL?
Well, there is an appetite. Up to last night, one of our football giant referees, FIFA instructor, who has been traveling the region, just came up to me and said the region is crying over the absence of the RSPL. We have we have had people buy into the streaming app as far away as China, Israel, and in Europe as well. I'm assuming they may be Jamaicans, but even if they are Jamaicans, they can invite friends in from those countries to start watching, and hopefully they'll get hooked on it, and we'll be able to realize income for the football. A lot of people see the English Premier League where it was now. They didn't know when it started. They didn't know that almost all the clubs were broke in England and the leagues were going nowhere. And the big clubs insisted that we form a new league and we try and monetize it. This is what we're doing now, and we hope to lift Jamaica's football as a whole through this process.
Absolutely so. Well, Sky and Rupert Murdoch did for the Premier League back in the early 90s what Oliver McIntosh and Sportsmax are hoping to do for the RSPL. Thank you, Carvel.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Back to you, Lance.
George Davis there with Carvel Stewart of the PLCA, coming up on Sportsmax 2 on Saturday, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern Caribbean time. La Liga Español against Valencia. Levante will tackle the defending champions Barcelona later in the morning at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Eastern Caribbean time, again on Sportsmax 2. And in the UEFA Champions League, coming up on the 6th of November, it's a Wednesday fixture, 3:45 Eastern Caribbean time. Real Madrid, the former champions, they're up against Galatasaray. We're ready now for the 12th man, Fuzzy Gale, the coach of Waterhouse, and his men in the 12th man.
So the Vuvuzelas and the Waterhouse fans making their presence felt here at their home ground.
Famous Red Bridge. These man say across the bridge.
How tough is it to play at Jerusalem?
Why? A lot of pressure sometimes. But you have to just get them in your corner and make them know, say, oh yeah. So we want to support. We don't need them for tear down, we just need them for build up. Even when we lose, yeah, but it not happen that way. You have to just earn your respect. And that's how it goes.
Knowing Jamaicans, it's pretty much like everything. If it doesn't go their way, it's always gonna be arguments, cussing, but they do be harsh sometimes. But you're playing for Waterhouse FC, you gotta be tough. It's all about being tough, your toughness.
It's always gonna be tough because the expectation of Waterhouse spectators, which drive me, because I know on a half day I can't have a half day. So it have to be on the ball. So they keep me ticking, and that's good for football, and also for myself.
Coach, big up yourself, coach. Them man start the club to you, them man start the club to you. Stop it. Yes, coach.
And people are all in fun in the community. You know what I mean? But through certain things, you know what I mean? Diversity. So people stop, come, but hopefully this year we can make a change.
They earn the respect as in life. Winning match, scoring goal, saving goal, and put out their best foot forward at any time. Then we work with that every time.
And Waterhouse, runners-up last year in the Red Stripe Premier League, satisfying their home fans with a win in their opener.
The type of pressure I put on myself, I don't think the spectators have that kind of pressure because I have a lot of expectation of me. And I just want to make the best of the situation. And it's not going to be easy. And so, I think we are one of the best spectators around, because if you're not doing well, they make no bones about it. They will tell you right away, say, coach, hey, you're not doing well, you need to go. So I don't want to hear that. So I've gone there every day and push myself and push the players to get the best out of them.
Waterhouse FC.
Firehouse!
If Barrett misses here, Portmore are champions. Oh, I
What celebration in the National Stadium for Portmore.
Did you lose faith or was shaken at any point tonight?
Like I said to Coach Burtis, the last time I was nervous in a game was when I was 17.
Moments away from the start of the second half. O'Shane Nation, the man with the whistle, has a word with the Cavalier captain, Siobhan Marsh, and Jeffrey Henry.
Yeah, there were 4 yellow cards in the first half, 3 to Cavalier players, 1 to Waterhouse. Amazingly, Kamoy seems to escape the booking for that tackle. Nikolai Finnison didn't escape one. Marsh, a high boot there, and then Purcell, persistent fouling. Rankin felt that one, that tackle from Simpson, and Purcell was booked. He, one of 3 Cavalier players in the books, joined by Raheem DePaz and Gadale Irving, taking down Keith Simpson there.
Yeah, Purcell, a Manning Cup winner with Jamaica College. George has been looking as if he's been in a war tonight.
and it's not even really been malicious fouls, really, just nagging. Yeah, here and there and here and everywhere. Referee warned him, he didn't heed and shoved the guy, and in the book for that.
So the kickoff for the second half, and Cavalier in possession in the white. So we projected goals tonight, because Cavalier and Waterhouse in their battles usually give you goals. So far, the score sheet is empty on both sides.
Tackle there on Tremaine Stewart illegal, and the referee having words with Kyle Ming, who apologizes to Colorado Murray, beg your pardon, who was on the receiving end of that tackle.
Stewart doesn't like his forward passing options and goes behind. We've seen that happen so many times here with this Waterhouse team when they're in offense. An indication that the Cavalier men are backing up well and covering all the holes. Marshall, Finlayson, Marsh with the effort, fine effort. Ball still alive for Cavalier. Simpson gets it away, that's Keithy. Oh, that's a poor miss by Hamilton on the 6-yard box.
He was offside.
Well, the flag had gone up anyhow.
Let me tell you, that was poor defending from Waterhouse just now. Messi Marsh picks up the ball here. Why you can't show him on his left foot, Keith Simpson? No better than that you do, I'm sure you do. The save was effective, not tidy. And in the end, Waterhouse cleared their lines. But Keith Simpson, you have to allow Messi Marsh to run outside you on his right foot. Invite him to run inside on the left. Only one thing he's going to do is run to try to do a Robin.
First touch by Fletcher, good. Sends Murray on. Murray under some pressure. Ming takes care of business there. And now Cavalier give the ball away. Throw to Waterhouse, deep inside the Cavalier half.
Two shots on target in this game so far, Lance, both from Cavalier players. And they keep pressing.
Yeah, the Cavalier game looking a bit more organized than the Waterhouse game tonight, both in offense and in defense. They've looked pretty solid in defense, this Cavalier team. And they haven't allowed the Waterhouse team too many opportunities on the attacking third.
And but for that period close to the halftime interval where Waterhouse got back into it, I'm agreeing with you that Cavalier have been more purposeful in their work.
Rankin's pass finds Hamilton. Goes for the left-footed strike. Easy take by Chambers in goal.
Yeah, another shot on target, the third, and all three by Cavalier.
Keith Simpson to Howell. Fletcher. Stewart. Finds room, Stewart. Goes for the strike. He's off target.
Yeah, Denise Simpson was offering the passing option to his right, but I don't think he was running purposefully enough, so Tremaine Stewart ignored him. But again, that's where I want to see him operate. I'm agreeing with you also, Lance, that Nicholas Hamilton, maybe 7 to 10 pounds would be good to take off him so he can get back to his sharp best. Has not been sharp tonight, the number 9 for Cavalier. Looks to be carrying, in horse racing terms, Lance, a bit of conditioning. That's what we say.
Yeah. He's the strip fitter.
Oh, yes.
Usually lightning fast on the transitions for Cavalier, which is part of the potency of this Cavalier team.
And in case someone is wondering why he's carrying so much condition, he missed the early part of the season because of injury. So he's only just working himself back into the groove. Yeah, has some work to do still.
Here's Laws. Murray takes it down, but doesn't keep control of the ball. Cavalier looking composed in defense. Now there goes Hamilton. Has room.
Handball.
Brown's pass put off there by the hand of this man, Ricardo Thomas. Very solid Waterhouse player, Ricardo Thomas, only 22 years old. Ex-Marvel Hughenden player. There goes Brown, under pressure. Marsh. Purcell. Marshall. Simpson. That's Kamoy. Irving. Poor cross.
For sure. There was only one man in a white shirt in the box, though, to be fair. Cavalier, Waterhouse fan Lance in the back, urging his team to wake up. And I think that's the right call. Dazed so far from Marcel Gale's men, for the most part.
You're very kind, George, in suggesting that he's urging his team to wake up. That's not exactly what he's doing, is he?
It's a euphemistic description.
Strike. Harmless. Chambers has the easy take. 6.5 minutes into the second half. And Gale, the Waterhouse boss, is wondering what's going wrong with his team.
Yeah, looks rather perplexed, Marcel Gale.
Undefeated in their first 7 games, including 6 victories, until a loss to Mount Pleasant last week. Murray running on to the end of it, but he doesn't get there before Kamoy Simpson does.
Well, I tell you what. Again, the pass was on, but he only started sprinting after the pass was played. That's not good enough. He needed to have been on his bike before. Had he done so, he would have caught up to that pass, but he reacted to it rather than invite the pass with his run. Not good enough, Danielson. Simpson.
Murray playing through there to Simpson. The pass did look threatening when it left Murray's boot. Marshall turns well. Finlayson reads the play well and just snuffs the attack out. Two sevens clash. Purcell goes down.
The late Joseph Culture Hill. Studs from Tremaine Stewart. Not intentional, I don't think. Well, Stephen Williams, to be fair. Yeah, the stamp on Purcell, who's back and running.
Chambers has the easy take there. Fletcher. Howell. Still Howell. Attempted wanted to go for the strike. They had a lot of power on it. All of the Cavalier defenders in the way. Purcell. Marsh. Great delivery here to Hamilton, who is offside.
Yeah. Marsh took too long with the pass. Hamilton had his arm up for a while, beckoning him to just loft it over the top into his path. Did they get that wrong? The angle looks...
Yeah, it looks really marginal. Hard to tell from where we were, but he did look pretty much in line. Would have been a fractional call.
Yeah, that needed to have been released a little bit earlier though.
And to be fair to Hamilton, his first touch was really sweet.
Superb.
And he was getting himself on his way to goal.
On his favoured left foot as well. What's the name of Rihanna's hit, Lance? Man down?
Yes.
There you go.
Murray looks to be hurt.
Yeah, but offensively, Waterhouse just have not clicked tonight. Early in this first half, I saw Tremaine Stewart pass to Stephen Williams. I can't recall many other times in this game where Tremaine Stewart passed to Stephen Williams, and that's a combination that you need to get going for Waterhouse to be an attacking threat. You need Tremaine Stewart passing to Williams, passing to Colorado Murray. This is how he got hurt. The pass with the follow through again in the calf.
Yeah, that was pretty painful. DePaz, a big strapping man, over 6 feet tall and probably 200 plus pounds maybe.
Carrying a little extra weight as well.
Irvin. Kamoy Simpson. DePaz. Purcell was Brown blocked in his attempt to go forward. Free kick to Cavalier inside their own half. Marsh and Thomas fighting for the ball. Howell. Murray. Simpson. To Danielson. Simpson. Now Fletcher. Again, Cavaliers' defense line solid as a rock. Keith Simpson. Williams wanted that on the far post. The ball didn't arrive for him.
He wanted it early.
Yeah. Marshall. Rankin. Marshall wants the ball back and gets it. Sprays Brown away wide down the right flank. Thomas chases. The cross inside. Hamilton! Wow! Best chance of the night for Cavalier.
That was a beautiful passage of play from Alex Marshall's crossfield pass, which was a peach. Look at this pass. Brown didn't take it cleanly, but he fought, persevered with it. His cross was good, and all Nicholas Hamilton has to do is find the back of the net. And did the goalkeeper get a glove to that, Lance? I think he did.
Yeah, I wonder if Lowe's also got it. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did get a glove. I'm not sure.
It was going wide, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I was just about to suggest that it wasn't going into the goal anyhow.
Wow. A sharp Nicholas Hamilton would have buried that.
I think so too. But I would say best chance of the night for Cavalier.
Oh, for sure. That was a move of 2 passes. Marshall's pass to Brown, Brown's pass to Hamilton, and Hamilton should have finished. He couldn't.
Yeah, so real problems for Waterhouse tonight. They're not finding things their own way. An 18-goal team so far this year, including a 7-0 win over Harbourview last month, which was actually the biggest RSPL victory margin in the Premier League since Arnett Gardens beat Sandoz by 5-0 back in January 2018. Ken Chambers has to save the day for Waterhouse. Another corner. Marshall will strike it now from the left, or from the right. With the left. Marshall. Oh, good skill. Ming with a header across. And Ricardo Thomas gives up a cheap corner.
Yeah, poor header by Kyle Ming. That should have been put back into the crowd of players. Was trying to be too cute and it went awry.
Good corner. Here comes Rankin. Fourth consecutive corner now for Cavalier. Would actually force 2 corners in the first half to 0 from Waterhouse.
Home team on the ropes.
Yes, so Hamilton, several white shirts in the box for Cavalier. Oh, his header sends it back for a 5th consecutive corner.
Yeah, the home team on the ropes.
Six unanswered corners for Cavalier. Good firm header out.
Man down, looks like the pass. He took a blow to the head.
Yeah, the body language suggesting here that he's in considerable pain. There's Orlando Brown. And there's the pause. He's looking under pressure. Appears to have been struck just over the left eye.
All right, let's look at Hamilton's chance once again. So Marshall sees the run of Brown, who gets behind Ricardo Thomas and has enough wheels to get away from the Waterhouse man. And look at this pass. Oh my, that's begging for a finish and a proper connection. I don't think the goalkeeper would have stopped that.
No, he wouldn't have. There was a bit of a climb for Hamilton to kind of get on top of the ball, but we have to think that a sharper Hamilton could have done better there. Offside against the number 9. The Nelson brothers, Jeremy and Nicholas, who have been stalwarts for Cavalier the past couple of seasons, now back at the lines. Kamoy Simpson gets the ball away. This is Orlando Brown, has a lot of pace. Marshall. Oh, Big Laws gets in the way.
Excellent. I can tell you that Waterhouse looks to be warming up an attacker, and Cavalier warming up 2 players. This is the time of the game where the coaches ring the changes.
Yeah. It's been a tough game. And the kind of game that fresh legs could probably make a difference. The pass gives up a corner.
Yeah, poor from him.
Waterhouse's first corner of the match.
And with the size of the Cavalier, with some of the Waterhouse players, they have about 4 players over 6 feet, not counting the goalkeeper. So they should have some presence in the box if the delivery is good from Tremaine Stewart.
Five Waterhouse men in the box. Purcell's header gets the danger away, at least for now. Irving. I think Hamilton was offside.
He would have been.
Yeah. The assistant referee just held his flag because he didn't get to the ball. There's Fletcher climbing onto the back there of Rankin. And a loose ball now picked up by Ricardo Thomas. Keith Simpson. Fletcher unable to keep the ball in.
Yeah, but put off by the presence of Kamoy seems to closing him down, Lance.
Yeah, Simpson, a very strong, robust defender. And you could see that he caught Fletcher's attention. Fletcher kept feeling for him and anticipating what may have happened. And I think that contributed to him not getting control of the ball. Williams. Wow. Frustration here from Williams. 5 goals already this season, but not a lot of time on the ball tonight.
Here comes the change. Number 7, Stephen Williams, is coming out. You said it. And Rafiq Thomas, the veteran striker, Lance, comes in to replace him.
Rafiq Thomas, 35 years old. Ex-Boystown and Harbourview player. Won Red Stripe Premier League titles with Harbourview, this man. And gets an opportunity now to inject some life into the game. From the offensive end for Waterhouse, they've been stifled on the front end tonight by a Cavalier defensive setup that's been pretty solid. Brown on the right. Purcell. Ming wants it, or Irving wants it, and gets it on the left. No problems in goal for Akeem Chambers. Confirmation of the Stephen Williams exit. Rafiq Thomas in for him.
With Thomas's addition, you may see the ball going forward a little bit quicker for Waterhouse, given that there's someone who plays well with his back to goal in Rafiq Thomas.
Irving. Oh, delightful ball in. Hamilton didn't get to it. And Waterhouse defenders get the ball away. Hamilton turns well. Pretty difficult to get by Sean Laws in a situation like that.
Yeah, it's like running around a trailer truck.
Yeah.
Well, a trailer on a truck. Yeah.
Laws here to Tremaine Stewart. Finnison. Thomas. Brown. Pressure forces the error, and Waterhouse winning a throw with Thomas. Keeper Simpson. Under a lot of pressure here from Marshall.
Excellent closing down by Cavalier. Superb by Alex Marshall.
Yeah. Irving stands firm. Doesn't allow Fletcher to get by him. Doesn't allow Simpson to get by him. Fletcher and Simpson trying to combine there. The Waterhouse attackers now trying their best to put pressure on the Cavalier defenders. Cavalier's defense has been solid tonight.
Yeah, I was making the point that Rafiq Thomas is good with his back to goal. Neither Colorado Murray nor Stephen Williams, when he was on the pitch, like to play that way. They want to get the ball on the half turn, or they want to carry the ball into the penalty box. Thomas will be happy posting up. Never mind his small frame. He's very strong, hard to dislodge when he has the ball at his feet and the defender at his back. That's the man, Rafiq Thomas. So perhaps now Waterhouse will be a little bit more direct.
Yeah. Thomas fouls Ming. Ming just 19 years old. Youngest player on the park at the moment. Brown. Marsh. Oh, delightful ball in. Marshall tumbles over. Here comes Marsh.
Got a touch, but it just wasn't enough. Skewed off the outside of the left foot. Chambers getting knocked in the process, but this is Alex Marshall. Nice move to shift the ball from one side to the next. Sean Laws on the scene quickly.
Yeah, good daring move there from Marshall, but just overbalanced and lost his footing as he went threatening toward goal. But the exchange of passes there between Marshall and Marsh certainly threatening. There goes Marshall. Tumbles over. Free kick to Cavalier as Sean Laws got his feet entangled with the 21-year-old who has won a free kick in a threatening looking position. Waterhouse will have to defend this.
Clear foul. And he's booked, Sean Laws. So now 2 Waterhouse men in the book, bringing the overall total of yellow cards to 5. 3 for Cavalier, 2 for Waterhouse.
So Laws goes into the referee's books, and a look of concern on his face now, because I would think a wall of at least 5 players may have to defend this free kick, depending on where, or based on where it is being kicked from.
Rankin looks as if he's pulling rank. They're having a little a little mini conference, the Cavalier team, about what they're going to do. And they've decided on the plan, Lance. Let's see how it works.
Yeah. A 4-man wall set up here. I would think they need another man in that wall. But they're going with 4. Marshall straight into the wall. Defended, I think, by Laws himself. So he caused the damage and repaired it. Yeah, with his big chest. And wasted left-footed strike there from Irving, whose effort looked very half-hearted.
So they could have left, they should have done it over the meeting, right?
It seems so.
There you go.
This is Howell looking for some support. Simpson.
All game long, Waterhouse have been trying to get Denise Simpson in behind Irving on this left side of the defense for Cavalier, and they've failed. Irving getting help from his midfielders. When it's not his midfielders, it's his centre half, Kamoy Simpkins, who's come across to assist him.
Yeah. Rocky. Simpson. Oh, does well to get the cross in. But again, Cavalier's defence line efficient. Oh, now they've given the ball away. Oh, good skill by Tremaine Stewart. Ball rebounds favourably for him. And Cavalier are still defending. Poor cross attempted by Ricardo Thomas. Eases the pressure on Cavalier.
Yeah, and his captain has some strong words with him. Another change by Waterhouse, number 15 coming out. That's Andre Fletcher, who was visibly tired in the last 10 or so minutes.
And now Andre Moulton is going to take his place. Moulton, a strike partner of Colorado Murray with Tivoli last season and the season before. Now get some playing time here for the Waterhouse team.
A player who gets himself into goal scoring opportunities very often, Andre Moulton, but for me, his finishing, not precise enough, but at least he has the ability to get himself into those goal scoring positions.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago was Tivoli's leading goal scorer, Andre Moulton. Let's see if he could pop up for his new club tonight and keep their home record this season at 100%.
Yeah, his conversion rate needs to improve. This Orlando Brown dance is quick as we see Nicholas Hamilton being taken out by Cavalier. And we remarked that Nicholas Hamilton is not at his fittest, carrying a few extra pounds. And next few weeks you'll see him, I'm sure he'll be leaner. And I mean, wasted the best chance of the game, for sure.
Yes, he did. On the far post from the cross that came in from the right. Ajay Chin is the one that replaces him. Ajay Chin, a 20-year-old former Manchester High School Da Costa Cup standout. Now in the top flight and in the Cavalier white. In the number 17 shirt. Moulton. Wayward attempt there by the substitute.
I don't mind the idea though, trying to dig that one out from beneath his feet as we see confirmation of the change, the youngster Chin coming in.
Yeah. Saw him in a Da Costa Cup fixture for Manchester High a couple of seasons ago at Juicy Park. Player who loves to dribble and take on defenders. Let's see how he acquits himself here with 13 minutes remaining in the game. Moulton does well. Howell has Thomas wide, but cuts inside Howell. Knocked off the ball by Purcell. Cavalier in transition where they're dangerous. Here comes Chin, the substitute. Still Chin. Oh, his cross is dangerous. And Finlayson, I think, gets the ball away.
That was a good cross. But I think Marshall had run just beyond it. Plays the pass, originally Alex Marshall, and then runs to the 6-yard box trying to get in on the end of this cross. Actually, it was in front of Chevron Meshi Marshall, not Marshall.
Yeah. work there by the youngster, so his first touch on the ball in this fixture, a positive one. Irving. Rankin. DePaz has room and options. Thomas can't get the ball away because Marshall is putting pressure on.
I've been impressed by Cavalier this evening, I must tell you. Even though they've failed to score.
So just over 10 minutes to full time, plus time to be added on for stoppages. And at the moment, Waterhouse are in danger of losing their 100% home record here at Drewsland this season.
If you knew nothing of the tablelands and came into this ground tonight just to watch this game, you'd think the team in white was the pace setters in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's for sure. Sometimes teams don't respond well to having a streak broken, and the 3-1 loss to Mount Pleasant last week for this Waterhouse team may be playing on their minds. Colorado Murray under pressure. Oh, sends a ball forward here to Simpson. Oh, right across the box, and DePaz gets the ball behind for a corner.
What an intervention from DePaz. That was brilliant play from Waterhouse's front men, Moulton and Murray. The ball fired in from Denise to Simpson. Look at this cross. On the money, Rafiq Thomas was in the motion of tapping it in. But DePaz said, no, not tonight, not right now, not on my watch. With the defensive clearance.
He could have easily turned it into his own goal, but it was over the top.
Oh, that was expertly done, Mutika. That was he intended all along to just lift that gently over the bar. I'm sure he'll tell you.
Cavalier defending. Moulton. Keith Simpson with a strike.
The play was called back because of a handball on Andre Moulton. Wow. So the Cavalier players actually stood while Simpson drew that shot.
So some excitement here in the last 10 minutes.
This is the handball. Yeah,
on Moulton. Whistle. Referee O'Shea Nation just holds the play up to allow the substitution to be made. Keith Simpson, the Waterhouse captain, being replaced here. He's had a tough night and looks to be struggling with an injury as well. Binns is on in his place and immediately gets into the action.
Binns would start at most clubs in this RSPL.
For sure. Previously played at Humberland and Portmore. Was in fact a part of the championship winning Portmore team in 2012. Damien Binns.
Moulton down on his haunches, looks to be struggling with a little groin tweak, but he's back up. Wearing the number 9 shirt, Lance, vacated by Andre McFarlane, it would seem, whose touch was Berbatov-esque.
Yes.
His ball control and his close skills, tremendous.
Plays excellently with his back to the goal as well. Just knew how to hold the ball up and set players up, but then he had so many tricks in his boots that defenders still have to be careful. He would turn them and strike at goal. Rafiq Thomas challenges Ming. Binns does well with the cross.
Must be a corner. Yes, it is.
So outmaneuvered for most of the night, this Waterhouse team, finding themselves here in deep stretch with an opportunity for a late winner. Purcell Marsh. Chin.
Excellent foul by Moulton, because the break was on, make no mistake, and just allows his defenders to get back into position. Kids at home, that's how you foul. That's a tactical foul.
Wow. Marshall would have wanted to do better there, and I think Marsh is upset that he didn't find him.
Yeah.
I thought though Marsh may have been in an offside position though.
Hardly see quarreling between those two, but the captain just reminding Marshall that, yeah, keep the play going.
Moulton under pressure, fouled by Chin.
I did tell you in the first half, suggest to you, Lance, that I think Waterhouse would have finished the game the stronger of the two teams because of their better conditioning, and so it is proving.
Yeah. Just over 5 minutes on the clock, plus time to be added on for stoppages. Will this be a 0-0 stalemate, or will some drama provide a winner on the night? Finlayson, Moulton, Mason Simpson. Irving gets in the way. Moulton under some pressure. Finlayson and Lowy affording him the outlet pass. Rafiq Thomas turns well, the 35-year-old. Tremaine Stewart knocked over by young Chin. Looks at the referee for a call, doesn't get any sympathy. And now the referee intervenes. Well, the world sprint champion enjoyed that passage of play.
Oh yes, she did. Leonard Ranking chopping down. Was it Vince? It was Simpson.
Murray trying to get close, but Mark Brand is alert.
Well, although he came on at a point where the game has obviously become stretched, Rafiq Thomas has really sparked this Waterhouse attack into life, I would suggest.
Yeah. Denilson Simpson wins a free kick here for Waterhouse. Moulton with a throw for Waterhouse. Moulton with a return play from Colorado Murray and wins the corner kick here. So Waterhouse in the home stretch trying to find a decisive strike.
Finishing stronger. Look, 10 minutes ago, Lance, Cavalier were keeping 3 men up front with a Waterhouse corner. Now, there's no Cavalier man up front. Everybody's back in the box defending. They're hunkering down.
Good corner. Not a good strike there by Tremaine Stewart. Pretty much the entire Cavalier team behind the ball. Defending with diligence, this Cavalier team. Brand does well in goal. Binns powerful in the air. Space here for Cavalier. And Marshall. Chin. Kamoy Simpson. Kyle Ming goes wide to the pass. Marshall does well. Marsh does well. Protects the ball. Delightful ball through here to Chin. Offside.
Yeah. I wondered how he was so free. He stole a few yards on the Denilson Simpson.
Close call. Very close call.
I think it's closer than you think because of the angle that we're seeing it. I think the assistant got it dead right though.
It's been a bruising night. And at the moment, there may be no winner. Damien Binns. Colorado Moore doesn't have the legs to get there.
Yeah, just a little bit too much on the pass from Tremaine Stewart. The idea was right, and the run was on. Let's see how much time our friend, the fourth official, will add.
Cavalier have lost 3 of their 4 road matches so far this year. They're not about to make this 4. Word is that we're going to get 3 minutes added on for stoppages. There won't be enough time here to break the deadlock for either team. Ming's clearance is big and strong. Binns. Moulton. Stewart. Oh, delightful pass to Nielsen. The Nielsen Simpson, but his touch lets him down. And the Cavalier defenders. Well, now here comes Binns. And Waterhouse on the attack. Rafiq Thomas appeared to have a few options there, but appeared undecided.
Yeah, the pass was intended for Binns. Murray was in an offside position, who eventually chased the ball. Bit of nothing. The pass is down with an injury for Cavalier.
Binns. Rafiq Thomas. Under pressure, being crowded now by 3 Cavalier men. Can't get by them. And an opportunity now for the referee to pay some attention for the fallen Raheem DePaz. He's had a very busy night tonight, DePaz.
A goal-saving tackle. Or goal-saving interception, beg your pardon. But guess what? Nicholas Hamilton's effort on goal, the ball came to him, but he didn't finish. We're not sure if Thomas would have finished, but he certainly looked as if he would have. But the good thing for the pass is that he didn't let it get to that. He cleared when the striker was on the verge of tapping in. Cavalier will be forced into a change here because it looks as if the pass won't be able to continue.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't want to take a chance at this stage. Yes, there are just a couple of minutes remaining. But you wouldn't want to, having worked so hard.
This is the goal-clearing interception from the pass.
Yeah. And I think Thomas was right there to pounce. And Thomas rules the opportunity missed. But sharp work there by DePaz, who has to take credit for knocking the opportunity away, the Waterhouse opportunity. So we're less than 30 seconds of time added on remaining. Maybe a little more to be added on because of this stoppage. And DePaz has been replaced. Dawes goes wide to Howell. Orlando Brown putting the chase on. Binns. Under pressure, but holds the ball up well. Binns, good work here from Binns. And what a vital tackle there, or interception from Kyle Ming. Corner though, won by Waterhouse. And this could be the final play of the match. Cavalier have one more defensive duty, we think. Waterhouse men filling the box up. Colorado, Murray goes for the header. Referee Nation sprints in as Brand goes down hurt. Here's
yeah, clear foul on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Murray just colliding with goalkeeper Brand, knocking him over. So just seconds now remaining, we think, from referee O'Shane Nation. They've played a minute and a half over the 3 minutes added on. And there is Nation's final whistle. A 0-0 scoreline between Cavalier and Waterhouse. Only once in their last 11 meetings we've seen a scoreless draw between these two teams. It happened at the Waterhouse ground here back in January of last year. But for the most part, there are goals between these two teams. Tonight, though, no goals. Waterhouse, though, edging further ahead atop the Premier League standings. And they've moved up now to 19 points, just one ahead of the Molynes team. And we'll be back with a recap on the post-match show after this.
Mr. One bag of gold medal pan me now. Red stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a board them a sing and tento. Red stripe, watch out. Man shall I the forward boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boys go. Every goal win a run from boy. Red stripe Premier League champion boy. Back down we run marathon boy. The Red stripe Premier League champion boy. Yeah yo.
So full-time score, 0-0 between Waterhouse and Cavalier, and the first meeting between these two teams who battled in the semi-final playoffs last year ends in a stalemate. Cavalier had a lot of the early play here. There's Marshall with a cross inside, gets the rebound. Hamilton tries to set himself up for a shot here, but Ricardo Thomas gets in the way, just throws himself into the path of that play. Marsh to Hamilton, goes wide to Irving with a strike. Hakeem Chambers unable to hold on to it well in goal for Waterhouse, and his defenders get close and make the clearance for him. Ricardo Thomas, center to Tremaine Stewart, leading scorer for Waterhouse last year with 12 goals. Yet to score this season and is off target there. Hakeem Chambers badly misjudges this ball across his goal area. Fortunately for him, Ricardo Thomas, his left foot back, is right there. Marsh with a left-footed drive at goal. Ball still alive here for Cavalier, but the Waterhouse defenders scramble the ball away. There goes Orlando Brown with a cross inside to Nicholas Hamilton, who fails to turn the ball in on the far post. Chambers gets a hand to it, but that ball wasn't going into the goal anyway. Marshall twisting and turning into the box, but loses his balance. And Cavalier having a lot of threatening moves throughout this game. Waterhouse defenders having to work overtime tonight. A few moments for Waterhouse late on. Simpson does well with the cross inside there, but Raheem DePaz gets in the way and robs Rafiq Thomas of an opportunity to score. Best moment of the match for Waterhouse, as was Nicholas Hamilton's opportunity, the best chance for Cavalier. Even possession for both teams. 13 shots attempted on goal by Cavalier, 9 of them on target, and 5 attempts by Waterhouse. 6 corners forced by Cavalier, only 5 by the Waterhouse team. But a tight game, a grueling game for both teams. Waterhouse protecting their lead atop the standings, Cavalier failing to gain on them. Raheem DePaz, the man of the match, is with George Davis.
Thank you very much, Lance. So Raheem DePaz is with me. Raheem, this trophy is yours. It was a hard-fought game.
Yes, sir, it was, honestly.
All right, well, congratulations on your individual display, and let's hope that Cavalier can get 3 points the next time they turn out in the RSPL.
Okay, thanks much.
Raheem Lapaz there, the MVP for the game. Of course, the Cavalier centre half. Rudolph Speed walks into the shot with me. Coach, your impressions of the game?
Well, I still think we're the best transition to attack team in Jamaica. We're just not the best finishing team.
We thought that Nicholas Hamilton didn't look as sharp as usual, but we understand he's still working himself back to full fitness, as other members of the team are. Your impressions of his performance?
Oh, definitely. I mean, normally he would have given us the winning goal here. He missed a couple, but you know, he had a bad injury, and as I say, working back his way. We're not so sharp on the box. It's something we have to work on.
Better luck next time.
Thank you.
Rudolph Speed, the coach of the Cavalier team, settling for a point here against the Waterhouse team that, for sections of the game, didn't look their usual razor-sharp self, but they finished the game stronger, given, of course, that they are fitter than this Cavalier team. Damian Gordon walks back into the shot with me. Damian, your impressions of the game?
It's disappointing. The opponent came and they sit very deep behind the bar, so it was a little bit difficult for us. Majority of the game, we got a little look in at the latter part of the game, but we just never get to score.
Your defense held firm for you, but up front, you'd think that your offensive players didn't give you enough tonight?
Not enough tonight, and we're looking a little bit more from them going forward. But my God, back line tonight was very sturdy, and we really appreciate that.
All right, congratulations, Damian. Well, good luck next time.
Which is the usual thing. Thank you, sir.
There you go. All right, so I will revert to type there congratulating you, but you can't congratulate a team for taking a point here at home. All right, NBA comes up on Sportsmax. We have a doubleheader. The Heat against the Hawks. That's Thursday, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. ECT. That's live on Sportsmax. And then the Nuggets and the Mavericks lock horns. Thursday, 8:30 p.m., 9:30 p.m. ECT. Also on Sportsmax, a live game. And what about the UEFA Champions League? Real Madrid at home at the Santiago Bernabeu. The Turkish team, Galatasaray, come calling. That's November 6, 2:45 p.m., 3:45 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. That's live on Sportsmax 2. All right, we send you away from Waterhouse. We return to Sportsmax did, broadcasting the Red Stripe Premier League from you. And we came, Shelley and Fraser Price, the world 100-meter sprint champion, also came. So too did Cavalier. They left with a point. A very tough game, keenly fought contest, but ultimately no goals to show for the toil of these boys.
Red Stripe, Premier League. I miss one bag of gold medal pan me now. Red Stripe alone champion boy go. Pan a pour them a singing anthem. Red Stripe, watch out. Man, shall I make a forward boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy score. Every goal when I run from boy. Red Stripe Premier League champion boy now. Pop down we run the marathon boy. Them wish I never made it the champion boy. Now man I don't a songsters boy. Red
we are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.